is a KOIN 6 News breaking news alert.
Breaking news right now, a man now in custody after what Portland police say was their second standoff with the same suspect this week. Portland Police Chief Bob is speaking about this right now, so let's listen in.
Right now he's actually on his way to jail, where for the past few hours now we have been at this location. There were some streets blocked because of the operation here, and we were using the Special Emergency Reaction Team and the Crisis Negotiation Team, coupled with the Major Crimes Unit from the Detective Division, as well as Central Precinct Neighborhood Response Team and patrol officers. So it was a pretty broad operation, and I'm going to have the chief speak to his priorities and the reason we devoted so many resources to this. But the short version is that we established that the suspect was in a tent at this location, 21st and Hoyt, and the Special Emergency Reaction Team used their vehicles. They have armored vehicles that they use to move in, surround the tent so that he couldn't run like he did on Monday. That was our concern, that he would be out in the neighborhood running around with knives and other weapons. So the priority was to get him contained. That was very successful, kept him in the tent, and then we slowed things down, used time as a tactic, used our crisis negotiators to try to communicate with him and do everything we could to resolve this in with the least amount of force necessary. There was some tools that were used, including OC canisters and CS gas. There was also EDU robots that we have in place here that were also utilized in order to make sure that everything was resolved in as safe a manner as possible. And my understanding is there were no injuries as a result of this. So I will be available for questions. Commander Hughes will be available for questions, but I'm going to have Chief Bob step forward and have a few words.
Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it. First of all, I just want to thank the community for their patience, for their understanding. The last couple of days, particularly here in Northwest, I've heard some of the frustration and concerns. I've also heard some of the appreciation expressed by Portlanders in terms of the approach that we took on Monday to try and de-escalate things as the incident unfolded, and certainly Commander Hughes has a better understanding of that. Know that number one priority of the Portland Police Bureau is the sanctity of life, and we will always look to prioritize that in all that we do, and that includes everyone's safety and the value of everyone involved. So certainly, first and foremost, this suspect, what is the potentially best outcome for him, also the safety of our members, as well as the safety of the greater community. We weigh those risks in every situation we encounter. Sometimes we have more time to evaluate those than we do others. I want to really congratulate, or at least to recognize and thank the men and women of the Portland Police Bureau who over the last 24 to 48 hours have been very thoughtful in their response, have been very collaborative. We worked across numerous divisions. Today I made the decision to make this arrest a priority. I believe that the risk involved in his behavior, the suspect's behavior, both it posed to himself as it posed to the community and could potentially pose if there was another officer involved encounter. By bringing in additional resources, prioritizing this, we were able to bring this to a safe conclusion with no injuries. And that's the outcome that we desire anytime we have to use force or interdict behavior. We want to try and do that at the lowest level possible. So yes, it was a big commitment on us, but it was necessary to make sure that we could have this resolved. I'll take a few questions if there are any.
Portlanders expect this kind of response for all.
That is Portland Police Chief Bob describing a standoff in Northwest Portland with a suspect who was involved in a similar standoff just 2 days ago. He said he made the decision to divert many resources to bring this to a close, and it did happen with that suspect's arrest and no injuries. We do have a reporter on scene, and we'll bring you an update this evening.